Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
These graphics are shit.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Miami Marlins.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I'm pretty excited to get the chance to see a UCLA alum, Brandon Crawford. He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the last game. Look for him to continue being aggressive on pitches in the zone as he tries to carry over some of that success.
Jose Fernandez will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's been great his entire career. Career ERA in the low 2s. Every time out, keeps his team in the ball game, gives him a good outing. I expect to see the same here in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Denard Span will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
And these guys come in here on high following their wild card victory. So even though
why aren't you calling me a nigger now? Come on.
Under their belts already.
And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 105.
Bat explodes as this has popped up.
But you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
And here's a situation where maybe if he's trying to go with this pitch, he might hit this ball a little bit harder. But instead, he's up there
Chris, would you feel better if you knew who this was?
Will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Grounded to third, right to Bryant. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Batting third, the catcher number 28, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. In there at the knees, strike one.
This has been just the kind of start you hope for in a game one.
Right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Time now for a Marlins lineup card in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Johnny Cueto gets the call in hostile territory here for game one of the division series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low threes. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield, we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Hence. Well, he doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic
Leading off for the Marlins.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
In is Christian Yelich. Hard liner toward short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, two hard-hit balls here to start the inning, and this ball was hit even harder than the double was. But unlike his teammate, he's going to end up in the dugout with nothing to show for it.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. That's in there, base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is out trying for two bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. Cueto into his motion. First pitch on its way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Pagan, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a two-out single, and they'll tag him out in the rundown. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Giants nothing. Brandon Belt will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Realmuto is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Swing and a little tapper. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Matt Duffy into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
Bryant is right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They still trail 1-0. Chris Bryant will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Cueto's ready. Here's the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Bryant around first, heading for second. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. No one out with a runner at second. This is line to left, and that'll get down out there. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Yeah, a great start for him so far. They go up 2-0 on a base hit here. And they're doing it off one of the best pitchers in the game.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate, Adeiny Hechavarria as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series. And the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
This is a fastball on the outside third of the plate. Look at him just reach those arms out and really drive this thing the other way. It didn't stay fair by much, but if you can steer him near the poles, you don't have to hit him 400 feet.
Batting ninth.
Standing in now, Jose Fernandez. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, he's absolutely wearing it out there at this point. I mean, here's back-to-back home runs on top of what he's given up already. Come on, enough's enough.
The batter, number 9.
Here's D. Gordon now.
D. Gordon.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. From a knee, he gets him. What a play.
Now batting, center fielder.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about
it. In is Christian Yelich. Belted high in the air out to left. Pagan going back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third, and he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Again, same thing. You just got to love the approach of these guys. These hitters are staying on the baseball and going the other way, and he hits this ball a ton. And I think he can't believe that this one didn't get out of here like some of the others did.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Giancarlo Stanton now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. And he lays off for ball one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Slider is right there, 83 on the gun. It's 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Justin Bour, the hitter now. He was gunned down at second, attempting to stretch a single his first time up. Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the third time today as this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run, and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. And he'll probably be running over a few of these pitches in his head tonight, but will depart here. Chris Heston is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Chris Bryant will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Into the windup and the pitch. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
That's what you do against a sinker baller. If that ball's fading away, go right back up the middle with it. He just bounces this one right into center field.
In now, Marcell Ozuna. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Marlins on top, 8-0. Joe Panik will stride forward off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
That's the story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard-hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
In now, Angel Pagan. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
2-2 now with 2 away, and the base is empty.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Ozuna is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still 8-0. Adeiny Echeverria digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's around first on his way to second now. And he has started the home third with the double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt.
Just seems like that's how things have been going. Even when you do something positive like get the strikeout, something goes wrong, and that guy's going to reach base here on the mishandled third strike.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
In is Christian Yelich. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
This is always a danger with a runner on third. It looked like the slider there, but he just overcooked it, and it's going to allow that runner to come in and score.
Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. And it's quickly 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready with the 0-2. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. Here comes Gordon around third. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. Giancarlo Stanton steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 10-0 score. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Bour, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. First offering on its way. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Left side. Backhanded. And they get the force for the second out.
Now batting,
Chris Bryant steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Here's the 0-1. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit.
Just a nice inside-out swing here. You'll see he lets that pitch travel deep, and when those hands come through first, just shoots it the other way.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Marlins 10 and the Giants nothing. Denard Span will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Well, that may have been a borderline call right there, but you know what? He's going to get those calls sometimes. He's a big-name pitcher out there, and that can certainly play into your favor.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Stanton to the track, to the wall. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. His first homer here in the series, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Back goes Ozuna, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. At the plate, Brandon Belt. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw from the outfield.
Posed. Yeah, normally teams have their weakest arm out there in left field, but he says, what? You gonna run on me? Oh, no, I don't think so. He comes up throwing here and nails his man at home.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby. Hunter Pence leaves the yard. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Marlins 10 and the Giants 1. JT Realmuto will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Here's Echeverria now, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Crawford's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 16, Jose Fernandez.
Jose Fernandez steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. And it's grounded foul. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Miami down in order. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Matt Duffy heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
With the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Here's Joe Panik. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Stepping in, Angel Pagan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Drilled to first, to his right, Bohr, and he'll... Giants down in order. They're down 9. It's 10-1. D. Gordon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Christian Yelich digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Giancarlo Stanton now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. He's got it 1 away.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games in a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking this.
On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Well, Errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a bad time to make a mistake like this. That allows 2 runners to come in and score, and that's the kind of letdown that'll cost you ball game.
Sergio Romo is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Here's Marcell Ozuna, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? Back with more from Game 1 after this. Gregor Blanco will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
In there, strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Denard Span will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Hunter Pence stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Stanton on the run, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. George Contos will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. JT Realmuto will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th. And here's a ball hit in the air. Belt near the first base bag, and he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting,
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving laterally is Pagan to make the play here, 2 away.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Span has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. But don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Welcome back to South Florida. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Buster Posey is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Number 9, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Giants down in order. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Christian Yelich will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pagan is under it. 1 away. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Stanton on his way up to second. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw. But he is in there with a triple.
You talk about flying. With his speed, he doesn't need a coach. Not even going to look at him. He's made his mind up. When he hits second, I'm not stopping. I'm getting to third.
Into the box, Justin Bour. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. In to score, the runner from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. High in the air out to center field. Span over to his left. 2 down.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Hence is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. The Marlins lead this one 13-1. Matt Duffy will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. The 0-1 delivery. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Angel Pagan will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Huh. He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
That misses. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Marlins lead it 13-1. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Hunter Strickland will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 60, Hunter Strickland. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot. Number 37.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Pence is there, 1 away.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's Echeverria now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Jose Fernandez will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count, 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Kelby Tomlinson will stand in their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Denard Span will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Yelich is over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. 2 out with the man at first. Left field and deep. Ozuna looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run shot for Buster Posey. His first homer so far in the series, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 13-3. So long from South Florida.
The winning pitcher is Jose Fernandez. The loss goes to Johnny.